Happy Sunday. I hope all is well. I hope you enjoy the nice weather if you live on the East Coast or the West Coast or in the South. I hope you enjoy the nice weather. If you live in the Midwest, some parts you enjoy the nice weather, some parts you didn't. So anyway, karma is the best dish served. I mean, the best dish. So let's talk about Richard John Santorum. Yes, I'm using full governments, also known as Rick Santorum, the former Republican senator from Pennsylvania. Y'all know he had made some controversial and racist, more so racist comments about Native Americans and how, tried to erase them from history, U.S. history. So CNN finally dropped this man after his racist comments about Native Americans, according to the Huffington Post. And I saw it on the New York Times thing. So I'll just read a little bit of this, but I'm not going to read too much. CNN has terminated its contract with senior political commentator Rick Santorum after racist, inaccurate remarks he made about Native Americans, HuffPost have learned. Santorum, a former Republican senator and a two-time failed GOP presidential candidate, sparked outrage last month after claiming there was nothing in America before white colonizers arrived and that Native people haven't contributed much to American culture anyway. That's what he said in this video. He said, and I'm going to quote him, "We birthed a nation from nothing. I mean, there was nothing here," he told students during remarks at a Young America's Foundation event. "I mean, yes, we have Native Americans, but candidly, there isn't much Native culture in American culture." Now, Saturday, when they quietly dismissed him, a senior executive said after he went on, one of the network shows, Cuomo Prime Time, to explain why he made those racist ass comments, he blew it. I mean, duh. Rick Santorum did not apologize for his comments, and he doesn't seem to care. So here's my thing. He could say he misspoke. That's what he said. So Richard John Santorum, yes, and I'm using his government name once again because I mean business when I'm using that. Richard, you always been an apologist for racists. Come on, you supported the most racist man to be the president of the United States and end up being the president of the United States by cheating and having help from Vladimir Putin. Rick Santorum, the same man who slanders women and called them feminists if they don't agree with conservative politics. The same man who has a problem with being on air with other black folks, in my opinion. Because every time when he's challenged by Angela Rye and when he's challenged by other African-American political commentators or those of color, he always get this defensive, like, white man mechanism kind of thing. So here's my advice to Richard. So Richard, since now you're unemployed and your legacy has been, cutting things like this for people that can't find a job. So how does it feel, Richard, to be on the unemployment line? How does it feel to now be unemployed? And yes, and I said unemployed because who said he might get another job? He might be canceled after his video went viral and then he, quote unquote, misspoke. So my advice to Richard, you failed GOP candidate twice. Worry about saving that severance money because you may have to stretch that out for a while. And try to take care of your 8 kids and maybe some grandkids if you have some, if they want to be around your ass. That's my advice because You're not going to get another job again. After all, you're a whole entire racist and always been, and now it's out in the open. So, tough break, Rick. Tough break. Now, on to the bigger stuff. So, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, aka Jeffrey Shaun King. Or should I say Shaun King, but I like to use people's full name. So Jeffrey is also experiencing some karma. And no, I did not put him on my list because Jeffrey blocked me about over a year ago after I called him Malcolm X many times. And I guess he felt offended. But there's other people that call you Malcolm X and Martin Luther King, and you don't have no smoke for them, but you have smoke for black women like me. Yeah. Oh yeah, of course, Jan, he blew it. I'm sorry, I'm reading y'all comments late, but I was trying to say something. Yeah, of course. Of course. So, talcum powder X. So, where's that tweet? I'm trying to look for it. There we go. So, according to Ernest Owens, Jeffrey Shaun King and his Real Justice PAC is now being sued, and the receipts from the lawsuit are wild. Some of these names look very familiar, and some of these tactics too. So let me just look at it. He had tweeted, I guess it's like one of these tweets, in the past 48 hours, and 5,473 of you given 143,317,094 cents to re-elect Larry Kushner in Philadelphia. Let's go ahead. 150,000. You can do better. That's the guy that won his re-election, but not from Shaun. And then help re-elect Larry and stand with us, Real Justice. And then there's a lawsuit from his stuff. It says defendant Real Justice website identifies as Becky Bond as the co-founder. Becky Bond is a co-founder of Real Justice PAC and served as an advisor to the Bernie Sanders 2016 presidential campaign and Biddle for Texas 2018 Senate campaign. She's the partner of the social practice. Defendant Real Justice also identifies as DA's Kushner's campaign manager, Brandon Evans as the political director of Real Justice PAC. And it's in exchange of spreading these malicious falsehoods, the Kushner campaign paid thousands of dollars to Real Justice PAC is the last reporting period. The Real Justice PAC in turn used the money that DA Kushner's campaign manager, Brandon Evans, on the payroll along with Shaun King and Becky Bond. In the most recent campaign finance report, defendant Real Justice reported $44,000 in total monetary contributions and receipts during the April 5th, 2021 through April 30th, 2021 reporting period, the same period during which defendant King is also a co-founder of Real Justice PAC, launched his social media attack on Mr. Vega. See Real Justice PAC campaign finance report attached to Exhibit H. God damn it. Real Justice PAC, and they put Larry there and Larry name. They said in turn the defendant Real Justice used the money received from the Kushner's campaign to launder funds to local Philadelphia politicians and their PAC to pay for the public endorsements. It's not even funny. And then they said the part of the lawsuit that took me out when it says that Kushner's campaign paid $91,000 to Real Justice PAC co-founder company called the Social Practice LLC, which operates from the same address as Real Justice PAC. The money was literally going in circles. And it says right here, Real Justice PAC, they say paid to friends of Joanne McClinton. 5,000. Fresa Maria, 6,500. And they say Jamie for West Philly. So it's like all these other candidates besides DA Larry Karshner. And it said pay to whom? Justice Social Practice LLC, 31,000. And then another 30,000 on April 13th. And then it's like another 30,000 on April 16th. Larry for District Attorney Campaign Finance Report attached here to Exhibit I. A described on their website, socialjusticepractice.org. The Social Justice is a ideological driven consultancy based in the U.S. and Europe. Europe? Really? That help when you're working for big change to strategize, communicate, and organize a scale. The social practice operates in the same address in San Francisco. What the fuck? Wow. The appeal in a social justice publications that have reportedly paid Shaun King $2,500 a month to share their content. They have published a lot of Cautious and King over the years, and now they are being accused of a cruel workplace culture. So here you can allegedly sum this up. King is being accused in this lawsuit and by critics of using the Real Justice PAC as a way to bankroll their staff to work for candidates they back, while also paying them out separately through other businesses. Not a good look. Duh. And it said one can then argue that King was allegedly used social media outlets like this own North Star Project, because that was one of his stuff, and the appeal, who have constantly paid him to push favorable content about these social justice candidates who back him. So, here's the thing. I read all of that because I'm going to get into Shaun King's ass. Jeffrey Shaun King is the same dude, besides he blocked me and blocked others from getting checked. He's the same dude that spread the lies of then candidate Kamala Harris as a cop. Jeffrey Shaun King, well-known scam artist from Kentucky or Kansas, wherever he's from the Midwest, because he's definitely not a coastal elite, who is a national surrogate for Bernie Sanders for like forever. Like I said, the same guy who spread the lie about Kamala Harris being a cop when she was running for president. He is the same guy who attacked Black Democrats if they don't agree with Bernie. He's the same guy that tried to get Hakeem Jeffries primaried, and then when something else happened, he said he got someone to primary Hakeem Jeffries after Hakeem Jeffries referred to the progressives in Congress saying, do you guys want to be celebrities or you want to be politicians? Shaun King is also the same bitch-ass motherfucker who blocks people if he gets called out. So me looking at this kind of stuff is Christmas. After all, Shaun King is a very unserious person. I don't know why, and as much as I love this artist, why Rihanna gave him an award when he haven't done shit for nobody. All he does is grift. He grift on the death of, what's his face? Chadwick Boseman. He grift off other people who have died in the hands of police, like Breonna Taylor, Ahmaud Arbery, and George Floyd. He is a whole motherfucking grifting, fraud ass, fake ass black person. Shaun King ain't shit. Well, Jeffrey Shaun King, because we're going to use people's names. Jeffrey ain't shit. Jeffrey ain't shit, and he ain't never going to be shit. He don't even amount to the poop on the floor. and this black lady in the video calling him a king. He ain't no motherfucking king. He look like mothballs. He look like lint on a dirty shirt. That's what the fuck he looked like. And people may get mad that I'm blasting him, but he deserves every bit of it. Because why? Because he's a whole entire bitch. So if you are mad that I blast Shaun King, you can kiss my ass. And as for Shaun King, as I say, you ain't shit and you ain't gonna be shit. And you will never amount to greatness. Period. Now before I go, I was checking through, my bookmarks, and I bookmark a lot of my tweets, and I bookmarked some more stuff. But I was revisiting, and I meant to say this, the 1 month anniversary. Well, actually, last Wednesday made it the one month anniversary that Hillary Clinton, quote, tweeted my tweet. And it was true. And of course, all the Bernie bros and all the Rose Twitter caucus people got mad. We all know Bree got mad. We all know Mr. Proud Socialist, he got mad and shit. But there was a particular person, and I don't really care, particular two people, I don't really care for these motherfuckers, but I'm going to read one. So here it is. Before she sold out to Wall Street and boastfully screamed Medicare for all, we never ever came to pass. Will never ever come to pass. I don't know. I don't care. And that was Jordan. So Jordan, I don't know who you are. I think you're some type of camera guy, some type of reporter for TYNT. I don't know what the fuck you are. But if you quote my tweet, make sure it's actual facts. Because Hillary Clinton never said Medicare for all. She was more an advocate for CHIP and more for lowering the age requirements and age eligibility for Medicare. So you trying to get clout off my little tweet, you can suck my dick. There's another one, and I promise I'll get off. Jen Perlman. She's a failed candidate who tried to unseat Debbie Wasserman Schultz. That's her name. But lost. Miserably. While we can't appreciate what Hillary Clinton did 30 years ago, ultimately she sold out to private insurance and big pharma. Bernie Sanders never did. That's the reason we lauded for his continued efforts, and she isn't. Hashtag healthcare is a human right. Was Jennifer paying attention? Obviously, I don't think Jennifer never paid attention. But to enlighten Jennifer, according to a Google search, Senator Bernard Sanders of Vermont is funded and is a recipient of pharmaceutical manufacturing companies as of 2020, $357,434. Again, Bernard Sanders is funded and is a top recipient of pharmaceutical manufacturing companies by $357,434. So while Jennifer, quote, tweets my tweet, again, as I saw that, by lying, she wasn't factual. But then again, Jennifer does a disservice to women around the world, and she's not an ally to black women. Like her friend, Mr. Proud Socialist. That's why she lost her race. And she will continue to lose every minute of the day as long as she's on the wrong side of history. See what these quote-unquote leftist jackasses, they're not about the cause. They never are. Just because they marched with other black and brown people during the Black Lives Matter protesters and they got it in their bio, That don't mean nothing. As long as you disrespect black Democrats and black people who help save democracy, once again, you're no ally and you're no kinfolk. And no, you will not be invited to the cookout, and you never will. Because why? Because people like me and much older black folks, we see through you. We know you. We met you 1,000 times. You're no friend to us. You're just another person trying to be woke. We don't want that. And we don't want you. So access denied. And thank you, Cordelia. I got this from H&M when it was on sale. Now it's like back to regular price. I don't know why, but it's a crop shirt. So, but on that note, I am about to exit this live. But please stay safe and please wear your mask. And that's all I can tell you. So until then, have a good night.